Been a long time since we talked on here. Facebook, YouTube, even Facebook too. That's all of them. But this has been a long time to talk. Busy man making very big, positive, busy moves. You know what I mean? I'm headed to my office right now to handle and take care of some things because during the day I work two other jobs and driving gigs. You know what I mean? That's how I make my money during the day. And from there, it slows down in the afternoons. You know what I mean? That's it. I just left the Uber and Lyft yard. What a miserable life for those guys. What a miserable life. No life at all for those guys, you know? And this is what happens when the robot taxi took over. We warned those guys last year this was going to happen. Now it's 2025. The yard is packed like sardines right now. But they didn't take what we was devising the company saying serious. You know what I mean? They didn't put their investment in quick enough. And there's your results. I have little videos on that, but these are videos that are very raw, and I do curse on those videos, and I don't want to give the big companies any ideals. So those videos gonna be just shared among my co-opers my co-opers at my separate company that's over there in California. Now it's starting to make its grass movements in Pennsylvania right now. You know what I mean? We don't need that many people to get it going, but every advertiser hit it. You know what I mean? Everybody deals with a struggle out here, you know? On the streets everywhere, you know what I mean? You deal with a struggle. I'm about to drink like them fellas myself, you know? Everybody deals with a struggle out here. So take a ride around in the hood. Sometimes these hood rides are pretty good for my soul, you know what I'm saying? And it just gives you an idea what's going on and what you would like to do for the people and what you would like, how you would like to grow as a person yourself. You know, these streets right here, it's usually crowded with a lot of people. It usually is. So and it's 47 degrees out here in the city of Philadelphia right now. Even though it's spring, it's still like a winter. It's still like a winter out here. It's still winter. It's still winter out here. That's what it is. So we're driving down here. You got women selling their ass, body, and all that down in this bitch. You know, drug deals, everything goes down the block. There's a lot of stuff that a lot of people don't see, and a lot of stuff around here that don't make the news. A lot of things. Let me see. We don't have to. We got a camera right there. There's a camera right there, right here in the corner. You got a camera. You got a camera right here in the corner. So let me go ahead and put this up. It's a green light now, and so I got a couple people that live in this neighborhood, and some of them are rebuilding the houses to revitalize the neighborhood. You know, we had one time we checked out the house on the other side. Then when I found out where the heck is that, Hoop Street said never mind. And a lot of people didn't make it out of Hoop Street back in the 90s. 10 people will get shot there and killed tonight. That's how the shit is. We're right here on the north side of West Philadelphia. So Millennium Level Barbershop right here on the corner. So a lot of stuff went down here on these blocks. A lot of stuff. Just gotta wait for this light to turn. Put it more back on the street. Okay, there we go. Things I couldn't like really put Harry to pull it back out again. We're gonna make it right down here, then make it left, and we're gonna go on the 5 Deuce, 52nd Street, where we're gonna go to. My man, Deep View Media, he's excellent at making a lot of these good hood videos up there in North Philadelphia and Kensington. And one key thing you do, you don't never want to look people in the eye. Never look a motherfucker in the eye when you're out here recording and you're doing things. You know what I'm saying? Never let them fucking see the fear. Don't let them see what you're feeling. One thing you don't want to do. I used to walk up and down these streets back in the day. And I had a lot of fun in this neighborhood too. You know the problems that it had, you know? So we're gonna show you this. hmm Philadelphia has mostly became a very Muslim city now, you know. The kids and the younger people that are growing up today are dressed up in Muslim gear and garment and covered up, which is I think is a good thing. These little girls and all that don't need to be exposing their body and exposing themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's what they don't. That's one thing they don't need to be doing, and that's letting a child be a child, which is wonderful. You know what I mean? Let the kid. I got to say is let the kids be kids. That's all I got to say about it. Let the kids be kids. Yeah, when I was in my drunk days and I went through being on the chopping block and I couldn't do nothing about it at Wallington Park, I used to sit in that park. You know what I mean? That's when I was drinking. And drinking so bad I was going to sleep on the L, Broad Street line, all that. You know what I mean? All on the transportation shortly, walking over in different places, and I was just out of my mind, really lost it. Wondering what I'm going to do to survive. Wondering how I'm going to get through this. Lost my dad, you know what I'm saying? My mom was somewhere else, you know, and then really had my family or nobody I can go to at that time. So, it was a time for me. But I figured it out and everything, you know what I'm saying? And I'm on to something really big. Y'all will see it all through the city, all through the tri-state British. It's already in California right now as we speak. You know what I mean? When you make the sacrifices by the the Most High rewards you in so many ways. You know what I mean? Warns you. So I'm just taking a nice long way to the office. See how they fix these houses up and did these houses different. Like these houses over here, like you see right over here. These houses was abandoned. These were abandoned homes. You know what I mean? I remember when they were rebuilding them and stuff. Let me pull over to the side because so many distractions are happening right now. I hope this horizontal video is doing pretty good for you. Let me go put it back up in the thing. People may call this the hood, but to certain people who live and grow up around here, this is Disneyland to them. This is their playground. This is all they got. The corner store right here is all they have. You know what I mean? That's all they have. Somebody got pulled over, live stopped right now by Philadelphia PD. I tell you, the new police chief ain't not playing. He's not playing at all. You know what I mean? But I can't think of his name right. So we back up here. Google that. Police chief of Philadelphia. Yep. And that corner is always jumping, you know what I'm saying? Always something. Always eagle circling by. You know what I'm saying? Seems like when I'm filming these videos, my equipment don't want to act right. You know. Right now, I can't think right now. Okay. And Kevin Bethel, yep. Bethel ain't playing, I'll tell you that. I said his name many times on many videos. He was an ex-school cop. That was the ex-school cop. You know what I'm saying? He was didn't care about the kids, but now he's police chief. Yeah, it's not a. Now he's actually the police chief. Police chief. Yeah, it's actually not a game out here no more. Crime rates has got, but the murder rates are waiting for this leadership to get removed. And if it was to get completely removed within Cheryl Parker's 4-year term, the homicide rates are going to quadruple more than ever. They're going to quadruple down. The new mayor ain't going to be able to hold it back. You know what I mean? So you keep Parker in there and keep the leadership she has. It keeps it slowed down. It keeps the homicides at least under like 250 or so. You know what I'm saying? Gets it near 200. You know what I'm saying? When the homicides, it keeps it up to, it keeps it down to 250 or so. I mean, it won't get past like 300, but there's still a lot of murders going on, spontaneous stuff. You know. So yep. So I'm headed up to Montgomery County right now. Two people, everyone can speak. I'm glad you're joining me on this. You know what I mean? Yeah, somebody turning up the other street. We kind of lost in and out signal right there, 52nd Street, when the cop was on the corner. All of a sudden, the signal died. All of a sudden, the signal died. I don't know. Cops got something on their cars that kill your signal. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there with it. That's the person. That's the impression I get. The corners you just left on 52nd Street, they have really like cleaned them corners up. Them corners had all types of dick suckers, everything on them. There's all types of shit on those corners. Yep. And this park, they got some history in there. I'm gonna have to take a walk through here and stuff like that. I'm going to really have to do that. I'm not good with the scooter thing. Me, I'm just gonna do it on foot if I do. My car just my 2 feet. That's about it. The one who's good at doing the scooter. If the scooter video happens, I'm about to get DFU Media to do it. I'd rather hire DFU Media to do the scooter videos. I break them off some money. I'd rather do that. So I'm just taking this ride right now. I mean, I don't need a lot of people in this video, to be honest with you. I really don't. True viewers and true people. That's what's needed. That's it. I'm not trying to become some big ass YouTuber. I'm fine where I'm at. Because all these YouTubers who became big are all of a sudden young kids and stuff like that, and girls and guys who are in their 20s that we should keep still hearing from now are dying at early ages and stuff like that. Jealousy from our people, you know what I mean? Everything for Hollywood, then just doing hits on people, you know what I mean? When people start really becoming those threats and people start really talking, it's the type of things that happen. But when you take that oath, this is what happens too. Never take the oath. That's what you never don't do. You know what I mean? Never take the oath. So we just went through West Philadelphia now. We're still in West. Jogging. Okay. I see a lot of Caucasian women that work out. You know what I mean? Pretty good. And how curviless they're starting to become. Pretty interesting. The changeover, you know what I mean, of things in this 2025 society. To see my homie home or not, but he's on that ball and that chain on his foot, electronic ball and chain on his foot. So I'll check him out in the summertime when I actually got some time, you know. I wish he can go out more. That's where I wish he could. There's a lot of things that we can be doing out here to change society as a whole, but it is what it is. If he's on ball and chain, they know it is for God may have it for a reason. You know what I mean? They really do. The crypto gain is on. I might just go ahead and turn this thing off and watch the crypto gain. Some important news has came up with that. I gotta watch, and I gotta advise people. This is the time to grow your crypto. Donald Trump has approved a lot of things with it. If you want to become rich, or you want to chase employees and CEOs who don't care about your well-being, like they're doing with Uber and Lyft, giving a lot of those drivers and everything the boot for they loving robo taxis and stuff. In other words, they're giving you the boot for iRobot. Even these hospitals are going to be doing this. You're giving you the boot for iRobot. You know what I mean? It's coming soon, people. More sooner than what you think. People think like, oh, 10, 15 years from now. No. This year, this happening with the driving and with the driverless taxis. It's happening this year. The Waymos, Teslas. You know what I'm saying? It's happening. Google has put money into this. The network that I'm talking on right now. A lot of y'all about to come unemployed. A lot of y'all. So you better do something that will keep you employed and invest in some gold stock silver that can hold you down when this American dollar fails. But who am I? Who the fuck am I, alright? To be saying anything. Alright? We're gonna do one more. When I talk this, you see how the people disappear. How the people disappear. I'm gonna act like this camera's not even here. So right now, we're headed towards the expressway. That's where we're headed to. I'm only going to keep this video up maybe for this live for a couple of days. And after that, I'm going to kind of bring it down. What we're going to have for dinner tonight. Think about some pizza tonight. That's what I'm thinking about. Nice little restaurant near the office and shit I'm going to probably go to. You know what I'm saying? That's about it. Got some paperwork I got to do to get this thing ready and hopping and going. I'm not going to tell you too much of what it is. Once it's on and popping in Philadelphia, in the East Coast, in New York City, then you will officially know. So, this coming to a conclusion. Thanks for being on here live with me. Two people, one people, and the one like. And I'd like the others too to start pushing the like ups on my videos. You got to put some more likes up on the videos. Well, I don't do a lot of recording. Me, I'm just speaking my mind. I'm just like in another world. Taking care of things, you know what I mean? Staying out the old world and pretty much handling the shit and just pretty much with the epicenter of things going on in these hoods and neighborhoods, I'm pretty much staying out the way. You know what I mean? I don't get involved in none of that, the drug shit, none of that shit. I don't get involved in none of the killing and the shooting shit, none of that stuff. I don't get involved in that no more. I don't try to be hip, don't try to be down anymore and stuff. I just live life as me, and that's what I just do. Just keep it real and fundamental. Say what I say, feel what I feel, and that's pretty much it. You know, and try to keep a positive smile and everything on my face. But if it's some real stuff that's happening out here, I want to speak up on it. I will speak up on it. So 6 something, the traffic might still be out here, right here on the Schuylkill, before you get to this Conshohocken curve. I mean, just a man just living day by day. That's about it. What else you can do? We got pretty much a clear highway. Oh, this is good. You're already in Montgomery County now. You see over here, where it's ironworks and all that, right on the train tracks is Philadelphia. Especially when you go across the river. Across the river is Philly. Roxborough Manium, baby. Might hit Sorrento's one time and get me a hoagie down there. One of them real Italian sandwiches. Sometimes you just want the real actual fact. You don't want no damn Subway, Jersey Mike's, none of that bullshit. No, you want some real Italian hoagie. You want some of that Sorrento's, Di Costanza's. Even though Primo's and franchised, but I can still call them the real thing too. You know what I'm saying? And same thing with your pizza. You want to go to a straight Italian place that fix good pizza. You know what I mean? Fix with straight Italians. You know what I'm saying? I grew up around Italian people. I really did. In between South Philly and Delco and stuff, you know what I mean? And being and living in both places, you learn some of these things, you know, automatically. And as a black brother too, learning this, yeah, pretty good, you know. On this constant hocking curve right now. So by being six something, the traffic in the city is starting to die out. You see more traffic going into the city than going out the damn city. So I'm gonna be working late, people, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here on these streets too. I like to know too when I'm out here what these drivers are thinking and all that. One thing when you're trying to promote in the yard is the language barrier. And the language barrier is something I gotta learn. But they have kids that are like interpreters stuff. What I'm gonna be doing interpreter kids pretty soon. I'm gonna be reviewing them. I have this on my S20. I might as well call my S23 or S25 because it's built better than the S25. But the S25 has more better features, but you don't got no pen features on that phone like this phone has. So, nice Porsche. Look how he's flying his ass off. There's some Kia Sportlets right here. Got a nice sound system in it. I don't think I need to put another one in here. Unless I'm just trying to be horrendously loud. So, low key is the best way nowadays. You'll stay alive and stronger when you're low key. When you try to be high key, that's it. So sometimes take a drive in your city. You don't have to be crouched up in the house. You know what I mean? See things, talk things, and do other things, you know? And I think it's a beautiful thing when you do that. I mean, you don't have to try to be big time, trying to be too much. And some of these YouTubers oversaturate their fucking stories. A lot of them be bullshit. A lot of them be fake as fuck. Instead of just keeping it real. Me, I'm just keeping it true and mellow. I used to just get upset, used to get emotional about stuff. Nah, I don't even do that no more. You know what I'm saying? Some of them, all they just talk about is women. But the woman's going to be the woman, no matter, regardless of what you do and what you say. She's going to fuck. She's going to cheat. She's going to suck dick. She's going to do all that. Us men, I love it and I allow it too, you know? And it is what it is. You know what I mean? Some men are going to eat ass. You know what I'm saying? Some men are going to eat pussy. Some men are going to fuck a girl. Some men are going to do the nasty stuff to a woman. Well, that's the part of life. Or some men are loving to a woman, or some women like using women for recreational use. A wrinkle TV thought. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That's what I used to do in the 90s. I mean, me, if I ate a girl's pussy, I just didn't eat any girl's pussy. I would have to really be cool with you like that. Deep down, I had to really feel you like that. You had to really feel. We really had to have that connection like that. You know what I'm saying? For me to just do that, I just don't go put my put my put me put go on my all go on both fucking my knee and go on my fucking knees in a fucking club parking lot and start eating a girl's coochie. You know what I mean? What's up, computer works? You know what I'm saying? I don't do those type of fucking things. You know, a woman has to be special in my life. A special woman and stuff like that will get all that. I won't eat no ass. I tell you that's disgusting. I know I have a buddy that likes doing that. It doesn't seem like certain dudes, but you got certain dudes who want to outdo you in things, so they want to do all that as long as they can outdo you, cause you know what I mean. As long as they outdo you. More tech will be coming soon on here. I'm gonna be doing interpreter sets and all that. I'm gonna be reviewing new phones. I think I'm gonna do a second review on the S23 since I got the AI joint, but when the real AI U71 got, I only got the beta version of it on here, and it's a better S25, but they ain't giving all the S25 features. I tell you that. Even though fucking Samsung could have done it, they could have done it. They really could have done it, but they didn't. They didn't sell enough S25s. You know what I mean? And they're not selling like that, for real. Now you got the S25 Plus, you're in good ass hands. You know? But you got the S25 Ultra. A downgrade is a downgrade with the fucking pen. Here I am, I got the same UI that the S25 has on the S23, and my pen features work remotely. And it's a better phone. The battery on this S23 Ultra with the UI7 is wonderful. I do not run out of juice at all, ever. You know what I mean? The lows I would probably get down to like maybe, I ever got to down like 17 or like 21 or 22%. That's it. Hook it up, that's it. When I was on UI 6.1, my phone will be like on 10 on fucking 5% almost, or just pretty much completely dead if I didn't really monitor over it. You know what I mean? The 6.1 UI was draining the shit out of the battery. Really draining it really fucking hard. You know what I mean? Really am. So, I'm gonna get back to the ladies and shit. I'm the dude that's been on the receiving end. The guy everybody been talking about on the receiving end, I was that dude. Let's just put it this way. You ever watch The Wire? The police officer, Nick Minotti. Guess what? I am the Nick Minotti. I was the Nick Minotti, except I wasn't a cop. I was that guy in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the Nick Minotti, doing all the little stuff with women in bars, clubs, strip clubs, all that. You know what I mean? Meeting women spontaneous and all that. I was that dude. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it was an open market for it, so hey, do what you do. And it was all about having fun, but feeling good at the same time. And then later on in the 2000s, when the youngies grew up, I got put them to the chopping block with a couple of things my homie did. It was wrong, and it distorted the war. You know what I mean? Then the war did not spread just through Philly, it spread it down to Atlanta, Georgia, it spread it down in a whole bunch of different places. So a lot of my homeboys chop a lot, and a lot of my homeboys didn't make it to this time. But I was still being Nick Minotti in those times, but you had to be really careful with that. You couldn't be too open with it and everything. Because you have mothers that raise these boys, and the boys are just as emotional as the mothers. So anything you do sensitive, you get smoked. Just plain simple as that. For real. Yeah. So I love showing you taking these drives. So this is a nice drive. Nice weather today, even though it's cold out here. Can't wait for it to get a little warm. I like the warm to be in the 60s and 70s. I don't like it to get too fucking hot. You know what I mean? And with no humidity too. You know what I'm saying? Where you can just deal with the heat. Humidity makes it so sticky, and Philadelphia has a humidity problem too when it does get hot. You know what I mean? On certain days, especially when it's about to rain. Got a very bad humidity problem. Who did the state police pop now? We gotta see this, man. I'm gonna get a close up on this. Who the state police pop now? Take a look at this. Who they popped? Okay, Pennsylvania State Police got a driver, and there's a black cop too in that. You know what I mean? What's up, Malik? How things down in Bmore, cuz? Me, you gotta talk sometime. I know you've been going through it with your wife and all that, but I'm glad y'all able to work it out. As long as y'all able to work it out and still be a couple together and love each other and all that, that's all that matters. That's all that really matters. One of these days, like in the summertime, I'll try to get a home up in the Poconos or a timeshare, and I want to go up there and do a lot of outdoor cooking to get away from the city. You know what I mean? As we get older, we just do less stuff now. You know what I mean? We don't do as much as we used to. You know what I mean? We really don't. And so, Malik, I'm gonna let you know when I'm come down there and stuff like that. I got some business I got to take care of with my cousins on the west, his people on the west side. You know what I'm saying? Some good business and all that. And I'll let y'all know. I mean, probably slide through, visit the family and all that. All right, I'll keep you posted. So let me see. We do the exit 19. 19 is going to go to the same spot. We're going to hit the exit 20 and get to where we got to get to. I'm going to hit the restaurant first before I go into my office. And my office is going to probably be there mostly all night, so I can get this work done and try to get this rideshare company open and stuff like that, and get the office open for the public, so people could come down, get jobs and everything, and be able to start doing those things. We don't got that many people. We got to required to get the license now. I had a meeting with the damn management today. That's what I had on WhatsApp. So it is. I met up with these guys, everything, when they came to Philadelphia last year. Came to Philadelphia. The driver yard I've been to too. Now, besides Philadelphia, I've been to Newark driver yard, which is a crowded yard, but it's more organized, more coordinated up there, and the bathrooms and everything are clean as a whistle. You know what I mean? Where you can actually sit on the toilet. The Philadelphia one got all the nasty Johnny on the spots. I don't even go inside them motherfuckers no more. I do. I take my piss right in back of the bitch. Fuck that shit. I don't even go inside. I'd rather cross over the Platte Bridge at the fucking 7-Eleven and use their fucking toilet and take a shit before I use that toilet there at the Philadelphia yard. And the one I've been to is pretty good too. It's IED yard down there in Virginia too. That's a very clean and organized yard, and you have to be in the parking spot, and it's a lot of rules down there too at the Washington International Airport. I've been to that yard before. Haven't been to the Baltimore one yard yet and stuff like that. I plan on the next time I go to Bmore and check out that yard and check out the business and everything that's going on down there. You know what I'm saying? And the politics. See, what makes Pennsylvania different from Maryland and stuff is Maryland's is still a state past the Mason-Dixon line. PA is above the Dixon line. It's a state of PA, but it's the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. So we're a Commonwealth state. So these fuckers really want to land you in jail for 99 years. They can. They can make up all types of shit, and you won't be able to do fucking shit about it unless you got a good ass lawyer and shit. But they really want you. They want you. That's it. You know what I mean? Bottom line to that. The rest of that road that you saw, 476, is going to go all the way up to like Allentown, Quakertown, the Poconos, Lehigh, and then all of that, Scranton, Pennsylvania, and stuff, and connect you into 81 and stuff like that. And right there, up in the mountains in Summer Clark, PA, and take you right there to the Poconos, right near Interstate 80, which goes across the whole entire state of PA. East and west. I will take you right back to 95 in New Jersey, Teaneck, right by the Jersey Turnpike. So all these roads here have a connection, some way, somehow. So We're getting close to the location. I think I need to grab, not today, but they still got, let me see, this weekend at the FedEx, they still got some more paper. I'm going to go ahead and grab some more paper. You know what I'm saying? But when I get to Walton Road, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video. Nice riding with y'all fellas sometimes. Having a little encouragement, having a little company is a blessing to have. You guys are special and wonderful in my life. You know what I mean? If the money gets to where I need to go and be able to travel and stuff like that, some of y'all can get a visit and that's it. You know what I mean? Instead of just making life depression, let's have some fun. I mean, you don't have to be separate, but stay away from that industry too. You know what I mean? That's about it. So 3 people voted up the likes. That's good. So we're gonna salute a couple of people before we end the video. Let me go ahead and see who's on the live chat. Okay, Mr. Computer Works, thanks for hitting me up. And thanks for hitting me up, Malik. You know what I'm saying? Shout out from you and your Barrett and family into the city of Baltimore. Because sometimes when I come down to Baltimore, Baltimore treats me real good, man. That's one city I can say when I talk to people, there's a lot of love and respect down there. And having conversations with people and be more too could be a great thing, you know? Shit, you know? The rapper I did like listen to down there when I would go down there or I would listen to the most was Bossman. Bossman came out with some good hits, you know what I mean, on his album. And especially that Law and Order Hound Soundcheck was pretty dope, you know what I'm saying? That's a pretty dope ass album. You know. I might listen to some of that album tonight just to hear it again, you know. I liked it Off the Record. That's a song I did like by him, Off the Record. Let me tell you another person I was listening to from Atlanta, T.I. I liked this a lot of the songs, but a lot of T.I.'s songs were very real about ATL, because I lived in ATL. I used to live in the ATL for 3 years. For 3 years in the 90s. And that's when Atlanta was Atlanta, back in that time. So you ever did not get to experience that Atlanta, you missed something, man. You know what I mean? You really did. And you missed a good time in the A. But the A was on this top-notch violence and over 200 murders a year. And that drops for some years. And the 2000s came. I would go back and forth down there and that's it. But I'm planning on just going to some of my family has moved down there. I'm planning on hopefully this year go see my mother for a couple of days and that's about it. So people, I'm going to get out of here. That's all. If you want me to do more videos, just send me an email and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Or leave a message in the comments and stuff like that. And I'll do more. If not, or what? We're going back to the tech, fellas. We're going back to the tech. All right? Peace out.